Hello and welcome to 7 Minutes of Inspiration with Seven. You're watching me, Latasha Guy. You're either catching me on my Facebook, Instagram, or you may be catching me on my YouTube. And so it's been about a week since I've been on, and I wanted to get on today and talk and share as far as my blog and experience and things that I've been going through. It's always an exciting time. Sometimes I'm just really question to test the fact, am I supposed to experience these things for other people, or these things for myself? And so it's a joy to be with you today. I promise I'm going to keep it to 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes of inspiration with Seven. You can find it on my YouTube, Seven with Seven. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Today's topic is deep. Silent supporters. Today I wanted to come on, and I've got notes because I don't want to get off track, and talk about silent supporters. Many things that some of us are going through, we've been through, and we're learning to get over. And so when I began to think about silent supporters, I'd been struggling with this topic for weeks. And my daughter kept asking me, like, when are you going to put it out? When are you going to put it out? Do you need me to, set one up for Friday? And I was like, no, I wasn't ready to deal with it because I still was going through some ventures with the business. And so I just wanted to remain optimistic and very, very positive. So I'd been struggling with releasing the topic again for weeks, like seriously struggling. And so the more I contemplated about support, the amount of support that's needed at such a time as this, I was speechless. Support is needed on so many levels. I participate in a lot of the vendor-related events, a lot of the Black-owned vendor-related events. I participate on the music side, traveling with my daughter as she travels in her musical venture, seeking to make that a career for herself. I always tell her it's not if, it's just when. On the corporate side of things, just that amount of support that you need sometimes. Even in the news, with the things that are going on in the news and things that people are experiencing and having to go through, the support that is needed on so many levels from communities and from people standing together and rallying together around these different efforts and causes to take us to that next level. The lack of support it's ridiculous. I'm going to just be honest. It's ridiculous. I see it on the entrepreneur side. I see it on the music side. I see it on the corporate side. Like, the lack of support, y'all. That's the best way I can say it, like, without being really rude about the topic, the lack of support. I call it silent support because we think people are with us. We think people are rallying for us, and they're not. They're not. Flat out, they're not. Whether it's on the entrepreneurial side, I've experienced things. I just talked about this a few months ago when I had spoke about your silent supporters and how they will see you out. And they will tell you, girl, I seen your little business. I seen what you're doing with your little talent. And it sometimes it frustrates you, but then it becomes like a normal where you're like, oh, thank you. And really, in reality, you look back over, whether it's Facebook, you're looking back on some of your posts and people are saying they're seeing things. Even with me posting videos, people are saying they've seen it. But there's no thumbs up. There's no rally to go forward. Keep pushing, sis. You can do this. And I think even sometimes I know that I don't get it. I try to make sure that I give it because I know that that's something that we're lacking and we're suffering from, especially in our community, and being supportive of each other. On the musical perspective side, I deal with this so much with my daughter, the lack of support. I talk to parents that are like, man, your daughter's doing an amazing job. The type of music that she makes, it's positive, it's clean, she has a message. But when I look back sometimes and we try to put those good images back out there for the youth of today, that you don't have to make music that is degrading, that degrades you as an individual, your community, your support system, your brothers, your sisters. The response is not there. That's the best way I can say it. I've had people like, well, she should be on this show and she should do this and she should do that. Not really realizing that even though a person may not post everything, we've been exposed to all kinds of people. Silent supporters, loud supporters, people that are not good for you. It is a blessing when you have the wisdom to know which way you should and should not go. Every avenue, every channel may not be for you. And so you have to stay true to who you are, no matter who's supporting you, because sometimes support can get you confused. You think somebody's rocking with you, but they still don't have your best interest at heart. At the end, it is a benefit and something that they're trying to get accomplished for themselves. So I say, in another certain sense for that, be careful. Just pay attention. Be careful. Remember, we're talking about support and how we need people to be supportive sometimes in those ventures, things that we're going through in life, being an encouragement to someone else. We're needing someone to be supportive. Remember, support goes a long way. Even if it doesn't come back from the person that you support goes a long way. I've spoken on being overcommitted and under-delivering. I'm not saying that you got to support everybody, every venture, everything that they're doing. But I'm saying when God lays it on your heart to be supportive to an individual, whatever it is, their cause, their venture, whatever it is that they're going forward with, be a support system. If it's in the Facebook world, I see it all the time. I do it all the time. Share a post. It's sad that we made Popeyes go viral, but we have our own sisters and brothers that are entrepreneurs. They're inventors. They have great businesses. They have great services that they're able to offer the community, and you won't even share. You'll look at it. You'll tell that person, oh, I seen you. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. But you won't share the services that individual may provide, a service that someone on your timeline may need to see, may need to hear. So remember that. Send people words of encouragement. Sometimes that support is just enough. Just sending somebody a quick text, sending them a quick message. We always talk about people in our DMs, but again, sending someone a quick message to encourage their soul for the day. And just, continuing to go that extra mile when, again, God places it on your heart to do so. Going that extra mile to be supportive. Silent supporters, they're going to be around. They're not going anywhere. And the more and more you begin to recognize it, you'll see more and more, or your mind will begin to question, do people really support me? Remember, God sends strangers into our lives to support us sometimes to let us know that He is real. He can do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ever imagine. And so it's not going to always be someone that you know. It's not going to always be someone that you're close with. But I'm saying for us that are out there that have the ability, the power to make a change, be supportive. Support your brothers, support your sisters, support them to go the long yard, to have what it is to bring forth those dreams, those purposes and plans that they have in their life. It's been a blessing to speak with you on the day. I'm wrapping up my 7 minutes. Refuse to live less than your best, because that's what you've been called.